In this video, I'm going to connect Essentials to Office 365. Connecting Essentials to Office 365, or indeed an on-premises environment, is normally the first step you would carry out prior to doing any migration management or backup actions. So for today, we're going to connect to this tenant, mod 682351, which is a demonstration tenant I've created. So first thing we're going to do is launch Essentials. So I'm going to right click on Essentials and choose Run as Administrator. It's always preferable to run as administrator when you can. So that will launch Essentials. And we'll be presented with the familiar splash screen with updates about the product. So I'm going to click Close. So next I'm going to click on the Home tab and click Connect to SharePoint. I'm going to give the connection a name. This is the name that appears in the list. So I'm going to call it mod 682351. Next I'm going to drop down on this type of connection here to choose the type Office 365 tenant. Note it says tenant administration required. So to create a connection at the tenant level, you need to have a global admin account. Next I'm going to enter the URL. So if I just jump back to the browser, I'm going to copy the URL here and paste it into that field. Now there's one change I have to make. So after the tenant name and before where it says .sharepoint.com, I have to put in a -admin. There we go. Now we're ready to connect. So I click Finish. And next it's prompting me for the global admin credentials. So I put in the admin user. The password and the domain. Next I click Connect. So finally it's prompting me as to which web applications I want to load into the navigator. So I've got the Office 365 sites, Office 365 groups and OneDrives. So for today I'm going to just check all and load all of those into the navigator and click OK. And that will start the process of loading the structure into the navigator on the left. So now the download is complete, we can click OK and start to navigate the structure of our tenant in the navigator on the left. You'll see that we have the groups, sites and OneDrives. If I expand out sites, we can see all these site collections. Now to work with a site collection, double click it and it will prompt you to load the structure. So I click OK. And it will now load the site collection. Once the site collection is loaded, we can then work with the libraries, lists and subsites within that site collection. So that's how we connect Essentials to Office 365, load the structure and work with site collections.